Dolphins. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check the green. Count.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Watch the run.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6 at the 40-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a first carry for their fullback. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Josh Allen on the tackle. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Under 10. 10.
Bell. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick. But now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
On first down, Tate. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
And again this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 38.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee. And that means 4th down.
Every time I see a coach challenge a spot, that makes me a little bit nervous for that coach. Those are very difficult to get overturned.
Well, the biggest reason, correct me if I'm wrong, is just technology. A lot of times you just don't have the angle.
Yeah, I think all the coaches, when they want to challenge that type of a play, they want to put the magnets or the things, or the sensors in the ball to show exactly where it is. But right now, it's all about us humans.
A pass there, complete to Westbrook. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Here we go. Here we go. No, check that.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Here we go.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, Tate. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Check.
To throw again. Tate shakes off the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let you keep...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
On the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 6-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Dolphins 7, Jaguars nothing.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey.
Now Bell. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Here we go. Yeah, Pittsburgh.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
I think in normal situations, most play callers would probably shelve that play in this situation. But down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
I can't believe they even let you.
On third down, Jackson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll field this at the 5. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action. Now Jackson. Going long here for Wallace. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Tate. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Looking to throw. Tate, he's got the connection to Cooper. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Tate. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone. For a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Max Crosby. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 27-yard line.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's get that ball right here. Mike 50.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. 23 yards the pickup there.
We got this.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for the Dolphins. First and 10.
Now a handoff looking right. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's caught at the 10. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Jackson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Back. Watch the end.
Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. They'll run on first down. Jefferson. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
To throw on third down. Tate. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They give them 27 yards on the third down conversion.
First down, Jaguars.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Off play action. Tate. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 14-10. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson going deep here for Stills. It's caught at the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Throwing on first down. Tate. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. Tate. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Tate letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Christian Wilkins, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Tate. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Lambeau is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Ready, ready.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A run by Bell on first down, going to go nowhere as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. The 20. A gain of 37.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Rush in, rush in.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw again is Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Jason Sanders for the Dolphin field goal.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw. Tate. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw over the middle taken in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Room here to run. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Gerald Everett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences, and this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have it?
Well, he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Josh Allen in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch out.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And that disastrous play partner is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they gave up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
At the 26-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Jacksonville, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.